Hello and welcome to another video on iOS 7, and this time it's the app switcher we're looking at. So we still get into the app switcher the same way by double tapping the home button.
App switcher, home.
But from now on it looks and works a little bit differently than it did before. So we now get a large screenshot preview of each app in our switcher. If I turn VoiceOver off for 1 second firstly.
VoiceOver off.
And we can simply swipe between apps by sliding left or right on the screen. As you can see, and if I want to open one of these apps, I simply tap on it and it opens. If I go back into the switcher, if I wanted to dismiss this app, I simply place my finger on the screenshot and flick up and it'll flick it away off the screen and it's gone. So it's a nice animation as well. If I turn VoiceOver on, we'll see it works pretty much the same way.
VoiceOver on. Kindle running. Kindle running.
So it tells me Kindle running.
Select a custom action.
The running refers to the fact that it is actually an active app as opposed to a dormant app in the switcher. And then I can just flick right or flick left to go between the apps again in the switcher.
Spotify running. Instapaper running. Mail 174 in Instapaper running.
So it's really easy to do.
Spotify running.
And then if I wanted to open Spotify, I just double tap.
Spotify playlists.
And
Open
Spotify is open.
Button.
If I go back into the switcher,
App switcher. Spotify running. Kindle running.
and just say I wanted to kill the Kindle app now, get rid of it out of the switcher, I would just simply have to swipe up or swipe down and it will toggle between activate item and close item.
Close Kindle. Activate item. Close Kindle.
So each time I swipe up or down, it just toggles between the two. So if I now double tap,
Instapaper running.
Kindle disappears, and if I wanted to kill Instapaper, I just need to double tap again because it actually stays on close item choice, which I was on before.
Mail 170 Spotify running.
So I've killed each of those. If I want to go back to activate item, I just swipe up or down again.
Activate item. Default action.
And I'm back to activate item.
Spotify.
And double tap
Spotify.
and we go
Playlists.
into Spotify.
Open cyber menu.
If I go back into Switcher, I'll just show that we can also kind of mimic the cited version of how we close an app by flicking up. So
Spotify running.
if I go back to Spotify and place my finger anywhere really towards the center of the screen and tap and hold, I can then flick up and the app closes. So basically the way we're supposed to do it really with VoiceOver is to use the up or down gesture using the actions menu in the rotor, but you can also just tap and hold and flick up either, and that will close an app out of the switcher. And opening apps is pretty simple as well. You just make sure it's on activate item in the rotor and just double tap and it'll be on activate item by default when you open the switcher. So that's the new app switcher. I think it's a really good implementation, a big improvement on how it was before. Thanks for watching.